Well, welcome out here to Ward 10 Ballpark Complex, sports complex in Ward 10. My name is Chuck Perkins, and I'm joined up here in the Beyond the Wall perch that I have with two wonderful, wonderful guests that I have here tonight or this afternoon for this matchup between Buckeye Panthers or Buckeye Lady Panthers and the Grant Lady Cougars. My peanut gallery, if you will. My monitors, my supervisors for the afternoon are none other than the Coach Gainey and the Coach Woodard. And a sidebar note, I guess we have Brown over here looking on to make sure we all do things right as well. Since she's already had one trip on the mic, they're letting her stand by on the side to make sure everything else looks good. Gentlemen, what you think?
A strikeout right off the bat.
Look at there. Strikeout right off the bat called by Coach Woodard. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you for letting us come out here and hang with you.
Oh, looking forward to it. Looking forward to having at least a good evening. Y'all put on a good show today. This nice little, I think you call it a small tournament that you had here.
Yes, sir. We had 7 teams here today, and we call it our little round robin. Everybody gets 2 ball games in it, and you know, we've had some great teams here today.
Yes, you have. Lady Indians put on a really good show here early on, that 10 o'clock and that 12 o'clock game as well.
Yes, sir. We played well today. And ground ball to the second baseman.
Look at that. Got some
two away.
Got some on call here. Gotta love it.
Yes, sir.
Gotta love it. Already viewership has gone up, I see.
Well, when they find out Coach Gainey's on the other mic over here, you're going to get some. You're going to probably get a lot more viewers.
So down batting is number 3, Olivia Henry, for the Lady Panthers. I'm going to try to do my best to get some call out on some names here.
This is one of the better pitchers in the state right here.
That's up to bat or up to pitching?
Up to bat right now.
Okay.
Olivia Henry is also Buckeye's pitcher. Don't know if she's pitching today. I hadn't looked at the lineup card, but she is definitely one of the better pitchers in the state for sure. And ground ball to second base, and Grant gets out with 3 outs.
Gets out of there with 3 outs. You're absolutely right. Retires the side. Lady Cougars are going over to see what they can do there. They'll be home in this game. And I don't know. Yeah, I do actually have the scoreboard set up just right for it. I wasn't sure on that because I learned as we got here that y'all were choosing who was home once they got here. So,
well, in the tournament ball, normally you flip. So you get to the plate, you flip and see who's going to be the home team, who's going to be the visitor team. And game 1, I thought we had ended the game because I was thinking we're the home team since we're here. And we were the guest team, and umpires kind of got on me a little bit. Told me I was a little bit too early on that.
A little too early. Oh, well. Well, we'll take a quick break, about a 30-second break since they're out here warming up. And we'll be back in just a few minutes. You're watching the 446 Sports presentation of Lady Indians softball, really, but this one between the Lady Panthers and the Lady Cougars.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Welcome back out here to live action. This is the Lady Cougars coming up to bat here against the Lady Panthers. Buckeye and Grant are battling this one out. First inning, Panthers batted first. They are visitors in this one, as you see on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Olivia Henry in the circle, pitching for the Lady Panthers. First pitch, and they're fouled back off, and that is Peyton Kirtland batting for the Lady Cougars. So tell me a little bit about some ins and outs, if you will, of Lady Indians softball from a coaching perspective. I've heard from a few of the players. How many years you been?
This is about, well, as far as Lady Indians or coaching period?
Well, both.
Coaching period of 25 years on the high school level. This is about safe. This is, I think, my 22nd year being a head softball coach. Coach Gainey and I both got an opportunity to help at Northwestern State University. We kind of were had student coach roles. So that kind of started the love for this game of softball for me. Bunted, and Livy Henry gets it and throws the first base for the first out.
That was Sadie Wilson. Bunted over Kirtland over to second base now.
But this is year 10. Year 10 for me. Coach Gainey, how long you been with it?
I was trying to think earlier. I don't know if this is 5 or 6.
How long Reagan been out?
Reagan's been out 2 years. And
you was all 4 years with her, so about 6 years.
Yep.
I see him a Futrell up there batting right now.
Been doing it a long time, Mr. Perkins. Been doing it a long time.
Sounds like it. And it looks, you can tell in your program that you're not just starting out.
Yeah, good inside fastball there. Well, we got good coaches, and what makes coaches look good is great players, and we definitely have that.
Well, one thing I have known being around a couple of different programs is that you can have good coaches, but if there's not relationship being built, their chances are, unless they're moving up, getting their opportunity to move up, chances are they're not going to stick around long.
Right, and I'm very fortunate, you know, and I've said this numerous times. I have 4 coaches that's considered my assistant coaches, but all 4 of those guys could be head coaches by far, you know. So we're fortunate here at Tioga to have what we have, and they do a fantastic job coaching these young ladies. They're here every day. They work hard, and the kids work hard, you know, and that's what means the most to us.
Yeah. And down 2-2 now you count. Base runner on second. Cougars are wanting to try to get one on the board here quick, aren't they?
Yeah, you have to score any chance you get with Olivia on the mound. She's pretty good. Good play holding the runner back. Gets the out at first base. This Buckeye team's pretty solid, Coach Perkins. They 2-time defending state champs. You know, and they've got a lot of the pieces back from last couple years, and with that kid in the circle right there makes them go for sure. And they fun to watch when you're not having to play them.
Yes. Yeah, or go back and watch after you played them, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And the base hit shortstop. And throws her out at first base.
Yeah, that's going to retire the side. Leaving one left on, they're still going to get out of here at 0-0. And we'll be back in just a few moments after these words from Wallace Eye Associates and Jason Hawk.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome back out here to the War 10 Sports Complex, where we are enjoying a wonderful, beautiful day. Weather has been really, I would say, kind of crazy, actually. Started out this morning with a hoodie on and all warmed up, bundled up to stay warm. And as the day has gone on, the sun has been out and almost blistering. I've got a little redness on my forehead and on my nose, and had to start shedding clothes, but it had to stop at some point, thankfully for everybody.
Ball one a little high. Yeah, I'm glad your wife came, because I saw her putting sunscreen on you, because we knew that she knew that you were going to be in trouble.
Batting is Addison Mitchell there for the Lady Panthers.
like a good curveball inside.
Yeah.
Or she's from the left hand, so that's a screwball inside.
So is this the first time that you've, since coaching Lady Indian softball, first time you've been able to be out in this part of the world to watch the ball game?
Yes, sir. I mean, I've watched it out here, but not with this mic on.
Oh.
Stuff, whatever. So this is definitely different, kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kind of a neat experience.
It is pretty cool. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. 1 and 2 is the count.
Just a little bit low.
So, pitch calls? What you think?
I'll try to maybe bust her back in right now on her hands. That's kind of where she went. Got a ground ball for an out.
Nice call there, Coach. It's going to retire Mitchell for the Lady Panthers and bring up number 44. I believe that's Ricky Nitz. Yeah, that would be Ricky.
You did good. You do better. You do better with Buckeye than you do Tioga, Coach Perkins.
Well, you know, sometimes the unknown is you have to work a little harder for it.
Yes, sir. I hate you see all our kids in the hallway every day and talk to them.
Wow. Wow.
But they do put that helmet on, and from out here, I have to admit, it's sometimes it's kind of difficult. Sometimes I still have trouble. They all kind of look the same.
I agree. They do at times, but if I see their number, I won't say that it's always the case.
Great play by the third baseman. Hard shot to her.
Yep. Get the second out of the inning there. Battling back and forth here, trying to keep both teams at bay without putting anybody over across the home plate. How long are you out here tonight with me?
As long as you want us to stay out here, don't run us off.
Oh, I ain't going to run you off. So, from the starts of it, we might have some free baseball, free softball here coming up. Yep.
Good pitch right there.
That is Rosalie Ritchie batting right off the end of the bat.
Right back to Kirkland. She throws it out at first base to get the third out.
And that's going to retire the side put the Lady Panthers back out in the field. And we'll be moving on into the bottom of the second now. After that one, you've been watching a 446 Sports presentation. We'll be back just a moment.
There are some things in life you can fix, and some things are better left to the professionals. When your vehicle has transmission problems, what will you do? Go where you know.
Go where you know, Certified Transmission.
And we are back live out here at War 10 Sports Complex, where we've been enjoying the day here. This is Game 4, 3 broadcasting, but Game 4, and I guess technically Game 7 of the day, had on this field 3. This is the 4th game, and across right behind the press box is where they had 3 other games going on with the 7 teams that rotated around here. And we are joined out here beyond the wall with Coach Woodard and Coach Gainey. Coach Gainey, I got a few questions for you. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Let me turn your mic up, Jared. But that first pitch in there was a ball. Okay.
You know, before you start asking a question, this is Addison Goche batting. I'm pretty sure. We sure didn't like seeing her Tuesday night. She hit a grand slam and a 2 or 3 run homer on us the other night and stuff. But she, her dad and her mom are really good friends of mine. She's a great kid, swings the bat. But I think give her a little shout out. I was told today she has 10 home runs on the year. One more breaks the record for their school. So
wow.
Maybe we'll get to see that here today and stuff. Maybe she'll hit it to me and I can throw it back to her.
something I did learn about Addison Gauthier Thursday when y'all played?
Yes, sir.
Talking to her mom and her dad, whatnot, down here. She played soccer. She did really well in soccer for the school. She's like the captain of the cheerleading. She is powerlifting, and they just went to state yesterday.
Yeah.
And she placed second overall in state in her class, in her division, and playing out here playing softball.
Yes, sir. Yeah, she's had a busy last 2 days for sure. But her parents, like I said, they're super people, and she has a sister that's graduated. It's at, I think, ULL, and has a brother also. But they're great people. She's a great young lady. But like I said, I'm happy for her. I wasn't happy Tuesday night, but definitely happy for her tonight.
Yeah, that was like not Thursday, Tuesday. Thursday, y'all went to Neville.
Yes, sir, Tuesday night we played Grant. But I was happy for her after the ball game. But like I said, she's a good hitter. I've been impressed with her this year.
And we watched her because she's our center fielder as well.
Right, yes, sir. So she's right out here with us.
Now this is Paige Carino, number 21 batting.
Oh, is it?
Yes, Addison Gauthier will be up in a couple.
Okay, well, we were wrong then.
See, it's not just me. Thank you, appreciate that.
I saw the two. There was a strikeout by Olivia Henry.
So, quick.
She's on deck now.
There you go. This is Morgan Middleton, number 20, that pitched.
This is actually our third baseman's cousin.
Is it now?
Yes, sir.
I was wondering with Middleton and Middleton. I was wondering.
Sir. Yes, sir.
So, quick question. What number is Addison Gauthier?
Number 2. Number 1.
Yes. There you go.
And don't you get 3 guesses before you're out?
Okay.
Okay, so
I'll throw you another number there. Oh!
That's out here the center fielder.
And picked up there by number 4. How convenient. Another number 4 that's, wow. Well, she was number 4 the other day, so I guess they've changed numbers, swapped jerseys around a little bit. Really weird there. Unless that didn't make it on the transfer card over. Nope, number 1. Okay. That's 2 outs for the Lady Cougars. Again, going to zoom through probably a couple of these innings pretty quick here at this pace. There we go. You love that sound. Back into the ears. Okay, so Coach Gainey.
Yeah.
How long have you been coaching here with Coach Woodard here at the reservation?
I believe this is my 6th year here with Coach Woodard.
All right. So a lot of time together.
Yeah. We were friends in high school, played against each other in high school, and then I went out of state to college for a couple of years and came back to Northwestern and met back up with Coach Woodard and the rest of those guys we used to beat up on at Grand High School. And
so where'd you play? Where'd you go to school?
I graduated from Jena.
Jena?
Coach Woodard was at Grant, of course. We played and competed against each other all through high school.
All right.
We're really good friends in college and been friends ever since.
Y'all play baseball or did you play baseball? Okay.
Yes, sir. But Coach Perkins, I have to tell you a true story. It's kind of funny, but it's a true story.
We're getting into those for sure.
So, that's strike 3 right there. I guess I'll finish it after we come back from the break.
Sounds awesome. I'm glad to love that segue. We'll be back in just a few moments after these breaks. You're watching a 446 Sports presentation of Central Louisiana ladies softball.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
We are back, and you just heard the umpire hollering balls in. We are back here live action at Ward 10 Sports Complex for the Lady Indians small tournament. I don't know if that's the official name of it or if you have a sponsor name or anything that you call it. But
no, we're working on sponsors for our 2 tournaments next year. So we, matter of fact, Mr. Jason Hawk, him and I have talked, and I think we're going to work something out with him next year, and it's going to be called hopefully the Jason Hawk Invitational.
Okay.
So one of your sponsors and stuff is, we reached out. He does things. He comes and does a player of the week with us, and so him and I have talked, and hopefully we'll be able to work that out.
He's a big supporter of Central Louisiana athletics.
Oh, absolutely. He does a fantastic job. And just not our school. He goes to several different schools and does this. And definitely want to promote his business and everything he does, because he's definitely promoting our kids.
Yes, and I believe that is number 11, McKinley Miller, if I saw the number correct. Looks like a 1 there. McKinley Miller up to bat for the Panthers.
2 balls.
Sharp, snappy pitches in there, too.
Real quick, I'm going to finish telling you my story about Coach Gainey over here. So we played against each other in baseball. There's a deep drive out here to right field. Ball drop. That's Miss Rose. She dove for that ball and almost made a great catch right there.
Yep, that's Carly Rowe. You're right.
Yes, sir. She's a freshman, but she's going to be one heck of a player.
Go with your story.
Anyway, so we played in high school, and I was a pitcher, and so we would go to Gina, and of course they had a radio announcer back there, and back in those times that was pretty cool. You have a radio guy back there doing it live, and
that was Larry Evans.
But I found out foul ball. I found out later on that the guy behind the plate, we always seem to get the same guy every time we went. So when we got in college, we went on, Coach Gainey and I went on a ski trip to New Mexico, Redessa, New Mexico, and his dad went with us, and so I got to hang out with his dad, because that's the first time I've ever skied before.
Okay.
And so him and I on the slope, so we talked. Still in second base. Just got under the tag right there.
Yep. And by the way, batting is Natalie Graves there. That's our Miss Graves. That's her daughter up there batting.
Yes, sir.
She's probably listening, so I better go ahead and give her a shout out.
Right.
I'll hear about that later. But go ahead.
So anyway, I found out that the umpire behind the plate was not only kin to Coach Gainey, that was Coach Gainey's daddy.
Oh my!
And so I don't think we've got the real close calls or whatever. So, but we managed to still go in there and beat on Gina and Coach Gainey several times during that foul ball. Several times during that deal. Coach Gainey said he doesn't remember it and stuff. So and back in them days we didn't have a lot of video, but it was.
I just remember throwing a lot of no-hitters back then. But
yeah, just never against Grant with Coach Perkins. But I just thought it's kind of strange that your father was back there calling the ball games and stuff, and that's who you had to try to compete against, the team and the dad.
Yeah, the best seat in the house.
Times are different, aren't they?
Yes, sir. But his dad was a fine man, and really he taught me how to ski. Coach Gainey and them just left me.
Oh.
They didn't. I didn't see them for 3 days.
Wow.
And stuff. So finally, the 4th day, I was able to go ski with them. I figured out how to do it. So.
Was that water skiing or snow skiing?
It was snow skiing. Snow skiing.
Okay.
Yes, sir. There's a shot down the first base line, foul.
Battling up there. 0-2 is the count. Got about 7 pitches so far.
But Coach Gainey has got a little history. We've been good friends for a long time now. And, I always tell him he married out of his league, got a sweet wife and a sweet son and a sweet daughter. Daughter got to play for us, so stole a lot of bases for us over the years. Little quick story about Reagan. The first time Reagan came out, and we was going to try to make her an outfielder, and Coach Ken hit her the first fly ball, and it hit her right in the eye and swelled her eyes shut for about 3 days.
Oh.
And Miss Gainey wasn't real happy with us.
No.
So she just went straight running after that.
Okay. I was wondering whenever I did PA announcing then with you.
Yes, sir.
And so I was wondering why she was just a super runner, but I was like, okay, well maybe his roster is just full of heroes. So.
She averaged about over 30 something stolen bases a year for us, so she did a fantastic job. There's a shot to the second baseman. That makes it 1 away.
That does indeed. Leaving that base runner still there on second, waiting to advance around. And so up to bats It'd be Riley, or 23. Riley Ryan. There we go. Riley Ryan. Woo.
Say that 3 times.
I don't know this broadcast.
Shot to the shortstop. Looks her back. Bad little throw.
Got a good bounce off of that brick wall over there to bring it back in.
That was a good job by Rowe, being the backup, being where she's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Very important for those outfielders to not just sit back here and watch the game. They got places to be, and that's where she's supposed to be, and it come off the wall just right. So,
of course, it'd be really good if your catcher was down there too, right?
Well, when you got a runner on base, you can't put your catcher down there. I'm gonna have to take up for her. I know she's behind me there, but your catcher has to stay at home when there's
nobody
on.
Give me the mean eyes back there.
She did. I'm sure I could feel the heat coming out of her eyes.
I believe it.
This makes a first and third for Buckeye with 1 out.
She's braiding her hair back there, like putting it up in ponytails, like those Chucky dolls would be back there. So this is Sadie St. Pay up the bat.
They got all kinds of St. Pays on this team. I think they got 2 of them.
Maybe. Nope, one of them is not batting. Let's put it that way. This is going to be Sydney.
Yeah.
Probably number 12, back to the top of the order there. That was the strike.
One ball to the shortstop. Oh.
Not in time. Scores a run.
Not sure, but it looked like Buckeye maybe had her running on the pitch.
I got you. A little conference at the Mail.
That makes it 1-0 Buckeye. Still 1 out.
Let's zoom in there and see if we can do some lip reading. On one of our other broadcasts, Doug Gann does with the Grace Warriors on baseball. When the coach goes out and visits the mound, he'll zoom in and record the footage, and then he'll come back and cut it up and put little different things like who's on first, what's on, all of that. Does some silly stuff with it.
I remember back when Coach Gainey and I was with Northwestern State, we'd go to ULL, and they would do that, and the announcer would just say, "Where are you going to eat at tonight, Coach? I mean, where we going?" And stuff. So it was kind of funny. A little slow roller, going to be a tough play.
Nope. And it'll look like
that's going to score another run.
So I got a question for you. So when the runner like that rounding the base, can the coach kind of reach and grab their arm like that?
No, sir. No,
okay.
sir.
If it gets caught,
if you touch that runner, runner makes a runner out there,
and you have to get caught doing it, though.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
This was one.
Can't aid the runner at all.
So that puts another one up there for Buckeye. Gives him 2 in this inning. That is number 3. Olivia Henry also batting in the 3-hole.
That's the fortune of softball. There's two balls hit really not that hard and just tough plays. That's a deep drive out here. Going to be off the wall in the gap. That's going to score 2. 1. And Henry to second base on the double.
She's rather pumped up about it too. There, you see there on your screen. Not just a pitcher, but a batter too. Decent little base runner.
Yeah, she's a really good athlete.
Is she a senior this year?
Yes, sir. She's a senior.
Does she have?
She's going.
On the Southeastern.
I'm gonna say I think it's Southeastern. That's where she's headed.
Okay.
But we've actually got to play this. We play them either next week or the week after. We have them in a game here at their place.
Okay.
April 1st, whenever April 1st is.
Gotcha.
That's not this week coming up, but next week.
You're not fooling me, are you?
No, sir. I wish I was, because she's tough to hit. I hope she doesn't fool us.
Let's make sure we have it on, because that's April Fool's Day.
Yes, sir. Yes, I knew that.
Okay.
But that's a big week that week. We got Buckeye on Monday. We got St. Joseph Academy, who's ranked up in the top of our division. Matter of fact, us and St. Joe have been flip-flopping. I think we're 3 right now. They're 4. We've been flip-flopping. But
wow.
One is St. Thomas More again this year. a little bit over a point ahead of us right now in the power rankings, but us and John Curtis and St. Joseph Academy and Archbishop Hannum, I think, is we're all right there by each other, pretty close. So the 2 wins today helped us a lot.
Yes. Wins always help, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Especially this time of the year.
Yeah, and good quality ones, like you said, the ones today were really nice.
Just a little low there.
Trying to get my base runners right. Got the score correct. That one's low. Runner on second. There we go. Still only 1 out. And batted back up the middle. Oh. Just missed there by the shortstop. Couldn't quite get the glove on. I'm going to bring that one down a little bit. That's a little loud back there. But they're happy. So.
Yeah, she didn't make the play, but she kept the ball from getting in the outfield, and that kept the run off the board right there.
It really did.
That gives them a 1st and 3rd situation again. So
quick recovery. She actually almost did make the play over the first.
But the second baseman grabbed the ball off the ricochet there and threw it over to first base. And the 1st, 3rd. Let's see if Coach Keys is going to have her in motion at first base here.
Wow. Little tease there, huh?
Good pitch on the outside part of the plate there.
This is the Ricky Nitz.
I believe this is our first baseman.
Oh, got to hit. Oh, got to go back. That loads them up. That's number 44, and it was Ricky Nitz. Yep. Coming up is number 1, Rosalie Ritchie. Brisk wind here, and y'all had a couple of shots hit out with that wind blowing directly in like that, so they were definitely some good shots.
Yeah, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we hit 5 out this morning in that first game.
One of them, I can tell you, was absolute dinger, though.
Yes, sir. Our foul ball. Our goal is to make sure that we knock you off the perch out here. That's our goal. That's what we tell the kids and stuff. So I believe Zoe Rowland got you.
She is the closest.
Yeah, I believe she got you today. But I told your wife, if you'd have made the play, if you'd have caught the ball, it wouldn't have hit your truck. So,
yeah.
Wasn't because he didn't attempt to catch it.
Yeah, he tried.
You're absolutely right.
There's a shot out here. It's going to be a base hit.
Drop for station-to-station ball there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Move it, keeping a line going there. I think that brings the score up to 5-0 Buckeye.
Gotta like that when you can just move them around like that and add one more each time you do it with only 1 out, so no danger of missing something up there right away.
Well, I know as a coach that's frustrating. We've had it happen to us, but you think you make a good pitch and they kind of flare one out there, and that what we call little Texas leaguers, and you just can't quite get to them.
Yeah.
And stuff. But that definitely as Buckeye, that's what they want to see: base hits and scoring runs.
Don't want any atom balls right now.
No, sir. No, sir. Not right now. That's a good
wow,
shot.
That's a nice one there.
Gonna score a couple more. You know, that was a really good play by Goche, diving for the ball and knocking it down. That didn't get to the wall, or that would have scored another run.
Yeah.
And probably would have got the batter at second base. Good effort play on that good hard shot base hit out here.
Lady Cougars coach coming up to talk to the home plate umpire. Not looking like she's doing any kind of changing of anything there.
Well, it looks like she's telling where everybody's going. So looks like she's going to make a defensive change, not a player coming off the bench, maybe.
Oh, okay.
By the way she was pointing now.
Gotcha. See, that's a really good place to eat. Now, if you go down the road and turn right and go up the ways, just a little ways and turn left, so you can go up here and see on their menu they have this one right here, number 4? No, number 6. Number 6, that's what it is. I'm sorry.
You thinking about food, and I saw what you ate a while ago.
What did I eat a while ago?
It looked like you had a big bowl of gumbo.
I did have some tasty gumbo.
It looked like you had some brisket.
I did have some brisket.
I thought I seen some fried chicken on that plate,
You did see
too.
some fried chicken on that plate.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Y'all always feed well out here, I'll tell you what.
That's one of the traditions of us getting all these coaches to come back. And like I said, Cecilia's in the Lafayette area and stuff, and they've been coming with us for a long time. But you got to be able to feed those coaches, get them full.
So when they get beat on, it's easier to swallow.
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Right.
Win, lose, or draw, as long as they're getting to eat and stuff, they remember that the next year.
I understand that. I can understand that. So yeah, they've got several changes going on here for the Lady Cougars. I just saw a player run out here in left field. I'm not going to try to keep up with all that. 19 over there in left field.
I think what they did is they maybe took somebody out to put them in the bullpen and start trying to warm up.
Yeah,
They didn't have anybody warmed up, so maybe they pulled somebody out to go get warmed up. Can't really see the number 20-something's in the bullpen right now.
Might be number 20.
There's a deep shot out here. Looks like it's foul.
It might be number 20 because she was on third before. She's the one that came in Tuesday, so that's Middleton over there if that's the case.
So she's warming up. So they took her out so she could go get loose and warm up. So they took her out of the ball game for right now.
Runners on the corner, 0-1 does count, 1 out. That one off the handle.
Third baseman, she looks to run her back, throws across. And forward.
Lay at the plate, runner is safe.
That's going to make it 8-0 Buckeye.
Yep.
And that's a bad number from us from last Tuesday because we were up 8-0 in the fourth when all broke loose on us the other night. So this Grant team will not give up. They will keep fighting.
And we've seen that.
Yes, sir. We saw it pretty close. A good pitch on the inside half.
And number 14 started out against us too, as I remember
yes, sir.
correctly.
She sure
so
did.
It's kind of the same mix-up here.
Yeah. Good play by the second baseman.
Get out of the inning there. But not after many were scored there. So we'll finish that one up, left one on. But after 3 complete innings at this point, 3 complete innings. 2.5, right? Yeah, 2.5. We'll be coming up on the bottom of the third here in just a moment. After 2.5 complete, the Lady Panthers are leading 8-0 over the Lady Cougars. There we go from Grant. We'll be back in just a moment.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
We are back out here at Ward 10 Sports Complex, the home of the Lady Indians and the Indians, softball and baseball, respectively. I've had their home out here for quite some time. Watching some tournament play. This is between the Lady Panthers of Buckeye and the Lady Cougars from Grant. And they're in the third inning. You see on your Wallace Associates scoreboard, bottom left-hand corner of your screen, the Panthers are the Buckeyes leading this one 8-0 at this point. Joined up here beyond the wall in the back of my truck with Coach Woodard and Coach Gainey. 2 pitches in there, both of them for ball at this point. I did not catch the number on the girls batting right now. Almost looks like number 14, but See if I can pick it up from that other camera. Number 2, there we go. So that is not on my list. Number 2. A rare walk by Henry, yes?
Yeah, you don't see that often.
And this looks like maybe number 13.
This row.
Probably so. Oh, that Bella Daniels.
Daniels,
That was.
okay, that's who it is.
This is Rowe. This is number 13.
Daniels, that's right. I see her number now, and I see Bella now.
Okay. First pitch in there for strike. That one's good too.
That was a good pitch right there on the outer half.
Henry's settled back in there a little bit.
So it's a good 0-2 pitch right there.
Batter just really not even exiting the box very long, just staying sitting ready. 2-2 now.
Put up in the zone, but that's 2 strikes ahead in the count. So that's 2 really good pitches that she was able to put where she wanted, trying to get the batter to chase there.
Ooh-wee.
That was close.
So there's got to be a chess game to the pitching calls, right? There's a lot of strategy involved in
yes, sir.
learning your batter. And
Well, I mean, a good running catch by the right fielder for Buckeye.
it is maybe number 8. 8 or 9.
Look like 9.
Addison Mitchell, if it's number 9. They don't have an 8 on the list, so yeah, it's going to be Addison Mitchell there.
Yes, sir. Both of these coaches do a good job of scouting. So you see these teams several times in tournaments, and you get scouting reports on them.
Okay.
Of kind of where you want to try to pitch them and where their strengths and weaknesses are.
So where do you get scouting reports? Someplace you can go and download them, or what?
No, so you try to go give them the eyeball test. So you try to go see them yourself and stuff. But I've been doing this a long time, so I got friends throughout the state that can help you out too. Sometimes they give you good information. Sometimes you don't get good information. But there's so many things on social media now that you can go and you can see some things. And but a lot of these teams around here, we try to go watch them and have somebody there watching and trying to scout them and figure out. Shot out here to the shortstop's getting underneath it, makes the catch. We try to scout, and then previous years when you play teams that you played before and they got the same kids and stuff, what worked previous years, what kind of pitcher you have and what you're trying to do, and then you go into game mode, and once you get through the lineup one time, how you approach it, how you try to work the batter, when you want to try to change your patterns. You don't want to get into a pattern where they're trying to figure out what you're throwing and try to sit on different pitches and stuff. So it's definitely a chess game, and my wife does a really good job. Coach Aaron does a really good job. Coach Ken of how they call pitches and how they set up pitches and batters and stuff. So
kind of like leading. Sometimes you can lead a batter down the spot and get them to do some things.
Right. You want them to guess. You got to change eye levels. You got to, you want them to guess. You want them outside leaning over the plate, and then you bust them back inside on the hands, and just things you try to do. There's a fly ball to the second baseman. Makes the catch.
That's going to retire the sign. We'll be back in just all those thoughts. Love to come back and get some more info from you there. We'll be back in just a few minutes. This is a 446 Sports presentation, Lady Indians softball.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family for all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, Apparel and Promotions in Pineville.
Time for a red, white, and cool summer event at Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Right now, you can save on a new energy saving system. No money down, 0% interest, and no payments till June 2024. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
We're back out here live at the War 10 Sports Complex for Lady Indians tournament play. This one matchup here is in the fourth inning between the Lady Panthers of Buckeye and the Lady Cougars of Grant. This is now in the top of the fourth. Yep, top of the fourth. And up to bats. Oh, goodness. See Coach Keys there walking around, having a quick word with his batter. I think that is maybe number 17, Natalie Graves. If I'm keeping up with it right. Possibly.
He's giving a lot of instructions here.
Yep. I don't think that's Graves.
I think that's 12.
That's 12. That would be Sydney St. Pay. Okay.
You go ahead and stay over there. We like this. This is working out.
Obviously, these two groups know each other pretty well.
Well, I'm looking. I see the guy talking, but I think he's talking to another Buckeye guy.
Oh.
He's saying you need to sit over there because they playing well with him on the other side, on the Grant side. So
that's awesome.
And these programs know each other. The fans know each other. They, a lot of these guys are friends. A lot of these ladies that are playing for the Grant High. I mean, I went to school with those guys, parents and stuff. So kind of a neat deal seeing them play.
And you see their Middleton in the circle now for the Lady Cougars.
Yes, sir. I think she pitched the last game against Natchitoches Central just a few minutes ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's there's a shot coming out this way.
Miss Goche's underneath it and makes the
grabs
play.
that one. Good job there, Miss Goche. Gives me a nod. Not going to come around. There we go. All right. Got her on camera. Got a little camera time for her. Awesome.
I'm glad you play like your mama. Her mama was a state champion at Grant High School in 1994. Went off to college as a catcher and did a tremendous job in Florida. I think it was called Chipotle or something like that.
Chipotle?
Something like that. There was a second year of school and stuff, but she did a great job. She's a physical therapist now.
Oh, wow.
She went to school and got a real job. Foul back.
Foul back, yeah. 1-1 is the count, one out. So, Coach Ken, all these years you've known Coach Woodard. What's a really funny story you got for him?
I have to think a little bit on that one.
Okay.
A shot out here.
Nice rope shot. Little extra dancing there going on by the second baseman. Not sure about the footwork on what she was wanting to do, but
Hey, speaking of dancing, Coach Woodard's he's kind of a closet dancer, and we were at a tournament one time in Baton Rouge, intramural tournament in Baton Rouge, staying at one of the.
Now is this post high school or
this
high
is
school?
college.
Okay.
College, and playing the intramural state tournament, and Coach Woodard shut the hotel down, playing a little piano in the lobby.
Wait a minute.
Got a little Garth Brooks going on the ivory keyboard.
Singing too?
I think the guy, the hotel guy, was coming to run him off and figured out he could actually play it a little bit and let him go.
Why play and sing, or was somebody else singing?
He did a little of both.
So. My word. We need to have a faculty student talent show and sign him up.
It's all about the kids, Coach Perkins, and I don't want to have to.
Well, kids need humor too.
Yeah, but I don't want to beat them. I've had my time. Yeah, that was in the old days.
Back when, huh?
And something else, I could dance a little bit too, Coach Perkins.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you tell me a story of dancing, an event, something that just really sticks out in your mind there?
When I was in college, we took a class.
Oh.
On the first base, you say. We took a class in college, and we had to teach a dance. It was a dance section of the health and physical education class we were taking, and so I taught the jitterbug. And
nice.
Next 4 semesters, I was called back in by the professor to teach the jitterbug the next 4 semesters.
Nice.
So then, when I went to Texas, I was ball 4.
Yeah.
Put 2 runners on. Then I went to Texas, and I made the mistake of telling they had a dance class. That was one of their elective classes. I told the lady, I said, I'm going to come in there and teach the jitterbug. And she took me up for it. And so I had to go in there, and I taught her the jitterbug in 2 days, and then we came back on that section. So I thought I was just going there teaching the class. Well, the superintendent was there. School board members were there. Several faculty members that was off was there. So I taught all of them too. So
wow.
So it was a deal. When I was in Texas for 3 years, I got to do that. So something I enjoyed doing it, and Coach Aaron and I like to do it every now and then and stuff. Don't do it like near as much as we used to, but quick throw over to first, second base.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, a couple things y'all don't know about me.
That's now we can make sure everybody knows about them. It's all recorded and out there forever.
Thanks to Coach Gainey for bringing that one up.
Nice.
Good communication by the third baseman and shortstop right there. The third baseman calling her off.
Nicely done there. Yeah.
We talk about that right there, that play right there of communication and being loud, and we have a key word we say, and we had a play there this morning with our second baseman Zoe and our first baseman Lauren Taylor this morning, and we were able to make the catch, and that communication drill is really important.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, and that's in everything, and that's one of those life lesson teaching things, that communication is key in so many things. And another one of the things we talk about, that sports is more than just sports, folks. It's really some life training that's going on.
Right. They don't see it now, but I guess probably some of the biggest accomplishments that I feel is when they come back later on, several years later and stuff, and they thank you for helping them out, doing the things they do. And I love to. That's kind of why I'm on Facebook. I love to watch these guys, get married and go off and have kids and jobs and stuff like that. But I really love it when they talk about times that they had in your program. Right. Some of it's running, some of it's just things that happen, and how they would give anything to get back in there. There's a deep drive shot out here. Oh, good play by Goche. Good play. Great play by Goche right there.
Wow, indeed it was. Just running up there, went down to the knee and stretched out just a little bit in front of her to glove the ball to get the third out and retires the side. But 2 left on. The Lady Panthers are still leading 8-0 as we are rolling on into the bottom of the 4th. We'll be back in just a few minutes. We're watching a 446 or watching live and or recorded, depending on where you are at this point. 446 Sports presentation of Central Louisiana High School Athletics.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
We are back live out here at the 410 Sports Complex. Bottom of the fourth. Buckeye Lady Panthers are leading 8-0 over the Cougars. Lady Cougars. Grant, there we go. First batter up here in this part of the inning.
Hard shot to the second baseman, and she makes the play.
Yes, indeed. That was number 11 there. That's Emma Futrell for the Lady Cougars.
The last couple innings, both teams are really squaring the ball up. Just a lot of it's going right to some guys, but kind of when you start getting that third time through the lineup, a lot of times they start figuring out the pitcher and what they're trying to throw. And
now up is Paige Carino.
Fly ball, looks like it's going to get out of play.
Yep. It's that protective covering over the fan base over there for in this case, the Lady Panthers. We talked about this earlier in one of the broadcasts, how Billy was talking about out there at Ward 9. It's really nice to get all the turf fields and whatnot. He said, but one of the things they don't have is that netting over. And so people are always getting hit by a foul ball from an adjacent field, and they don't know it's coming and getting clobbered with them, he said. So I said, well, that's just some really great things, that these fields are pretty close, but unless you stay involved and whatnot, if you have teams playing on both sides. But some great thought process they had is putting that netting there and protecting the people so they can have an enjoyable time out here and not go, I'm not going out there because I got clobbered in the head last time I was there.
Yeah, that's always good, because you get involved in the game and not paying attention, and always worry about the kids at second baseman, and throws her out.
Scooped it up there.
410's done a really good job here of all the upgrades, the LED lights, all the turf fields, and it seems like every year they're thinking about adding and doing some stuff, and one of the things I would like to see them do is kind of get away from some of this how the backstops are, go to the netting backstop and stuff. I think that would look a whole lot nicer, and it's easier to see. Fans have a better view of the game. Deep drive out here. Center fielder, good running catch right there by number 4. Good play.
Great catch there. You're right. Got on her horse, giddy up, and got over there and grabbed it. We'll just keep it here for this one, and you keep talking about the netting and whatnot.
Yeah, we just, we've talked about it, but they had a lot of projects going, when you start having to buy turf for fields and stuff. And I think one of the things that now the baseball field, they got LED lights down there for those guys, and I think they're talking about maybe turfing their infield and stuff, and that's pretty good chunk of change. That's, for those to do that and stuff. But this community has been unbelievable on the support and I guess the tax base that they have, and they put it back into the community and put it back for these kids, and these fields are always somebody on them. We are not off the field 5 minutes and there's somebody coming right back out on it after us and stuff, so definitely having the turf infields help save the infield. I mean, it's I know when we first got here, it was seemed like every day you had to go out there and drag it because somebody was on it the night before after you got off and stuff. So like I said, they've done a great job, the board here, and there's a lot of kids that utilize these fields. I think the boys right now on fields 1 and 2 up here, they've had a little tournament all day today and stuff, and yesterday we was out here in practice in YCP, the Youth Challenge program. They were out here and had a little game going with all their boys and stuff, and they were cheering, and we told our girls we was going to send them up there and let them learn how to cheer, because they were loud and they were having a good time out there and stuff. And
wow,
so
and it's good seeing different places and like you said, the community
right.
making it available. Obviously, there's board members that are involved that make the decisions with what the community has provided to them.
Right.
But it's none of it really would be possible without the community support, and we greatly appreciate what they've done out here for all of us out in this Tioga area.
A hard shot to the shortstop, and she makes the play. Like I said, I mean, these guys are starting to square the ball up and stuff. It's just pitchers are making good enough pitches to where it's going right to the people that it needs to go to, and they're making the plays.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, like I said, we enjoy being out here, and they've been good to us. They've been good to me the 10 years I've been here.
Yeah, I've enjoyed being out here. Know a few of them on the board, and
A hard shot out to the left fielder. And
oh, wow.
Good
play.
It's a good play falling down.
Turned around. And
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
was able to make the catch and, you know, kind of like an olive oil, if you will, out there.
Yeah.
I wonder if she's dating Popeye.
Yes, I think she might be kin to our right fielder. She likes to make catches that are easy hard.
Oh, my word.
We love O'Kaylee Kuti to death.
She had a pretty good play today, even though she missed the ball, missed the catch. She did a really good dive at it and kept it out in front.
She did, knocked it down and stuff. She's been a really good player for us out there, real solid for us, and we love picking with her.
Absolutely, and she takes it in stride, and I think she'll give it back to you if she thinks about it quick enough.
She tries. She tries to give it back and stuff.
She, if her squirrel has had that, had a Red Bull or something for the day.
Yes, sir.
Some of these kids go back and watch and listen and come back and tell me stuff. So
they critique you.
Yeah. Oh,
critique you.
Heavens.
Yes, sir.
Oh, heavens. And their moms do too. You know, I've heard moms actually go and say, "Hey, you need to go and listen to this. He said this about you." Oh, I got to tell you something, Coach Woodard. I told her I was going to do this, so since she's sitting right behind you.
Uh-oh.
Yesterday? Yeah, no, Thursday. Might have been Thursday. We were out there the day that it started raining out there at, it just started. And so I'm on lunch duty, first lunch shift, and I'm on lunch duty outside in the courtyard area. And so Brown and Turlington and several others are my little gang that come out and visit. I guess they're checking to make sure I'm there.
Right.
And so I missed Monday because my refrigerator went out. And so, we just gone grocery shopping, and I didn't want to waste all that food that we bought because this stuff is not cheap these days. And so they come out and they said, oh, you weren't here. You didn't tell us. I was like, excuse me? Not, hey, Coach, are you okay? Or is it, no, you weren't here Monday. Okay, so anyway, moving on. She's out there. Nice shot down here.
Sit in the middle. I'm going to put 2 on for Buckeye.
Yep. Coach picked it up quickly here. But they're out there. We'll get through lunch and start sprinkling. So I'm sorry. Let me stop. Let me go through all the stages of this because it's really interesting. So it starts sprinkling, okay? And everybody at home's not going to enjoy this, but it starts to sprinkle, and Brown is sitting out there, and she goes, stomps her feet, looks up like an old bird, starts just looking around. I said, baby, that's called rain. And it's like, I've never had that happen before. Bless her little heart, as they say.
Foul ball. We pick her out all the time about her hair being a little greasy, Coach Perkins. So maybe she was looking at it. Maybe that's how she washes her hair when it rains.
Maybe was looking for the soap.
Right.
Well, I'd love to say the story stopped there.
I'm sure
but it continues.
Absolutely.
So this one may get her in trouble.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Hopefully not. So we all come inside out of the rain or the sprinkling. That one up a wave. 1-1 is the count. There we go. And we all come inside, and she had gone and bought 2 bags of Funyuns because I guess she had to have twice as much fun that day. And so she'd gone and she was eating those Funyuns, and for whatever reason, I don't know why, she decided that she wanted to do a cartwheel outside. And so it's like, you can't do a cartwheel. Watch, I'm going to go do a cartwheel. Off she goes. I said, well, now I'm going to get blamed for daring her. So probably my fault. She gets hurt now. But so she goes out there, and much better than I could ever dream of doing, she did make the cartwheel. So I gave her a rating of an 8, and she said, no. I said, okay. So
right to the first baseman for the third out.
Yep. So I give her a rating of a 6, and she shakes me off again. I'm thinking, I'm not calling pitches. Quit shaking me off. So I gave her a 4, and I guess she just gave up. I guess the squirrel was tired. And so she, whatever. So we're sitting there and we're talking. We've closed the doors, and we've left her outside now. And we're all just inside the doors. So she goes to lean in, and we have 2 double doors right there in that hallway.
Right,
There's 2 double doors. And between those double doors, there's a glass. and it's framed up around there. Well, she goes to look around the frame at seeing who's next to the door, and all I hear is thud. And she's like, oh, hits her head. I'm like, baby, there's glass. There's glass right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's Brown.
Yeah, we named her. Well, she's a sophomore this year, but we named her last year. We like to give them nicknames.
Oh.
So each one of them's got a nickname. But,
okay.
But just for that reason, things that she does like that, she's been named Pookie.
Pookie.
Yeah, so little Pook does stuff like that all the time and stuff. And we call Coach Barber Pawpaw J.
Okay.
So Pawpaw J was a catcher in college, and
oh dear.
So he calls her Cup and Pookie and Brown. If he starts hollering Brown, normally she puts her head down because she knows she's probably in trouble for something. Didn't block the ball, didn't have a good pop time, didn't throw the ball like she's supposed to and stuff, whatever. So.
Well, she did tell me that somebody called her Brownie, but since Coach Jay didn't like brownies and he liked cupcakes, that's where the name Cup comes from.
Yeah, that's where Cup comes from. Yes, sir. A good pitch by Olivia to the second baseman for the first out.
Well, we had her out here on the mic before.
Yeah.
And she did a really good job. I'll be honest with you. She gave me a lot of nuggets of information. I asked her questions about being a catcher and what things that she's looking for and maybe some stories from that. I did not ever ask her the best Coach Woodard story, and I guess I should have. But I'll try to catch that another time on I don't know the next tournament. I guess that'll be next year I get to do that.
Yeah, I'm sure they've got plenty.
I might ask her one at lunchtime, get her to tell me a lunchtime story. So, good kid, though, I'll tell you what.
Yes, sir. We don't like to brag on her too much. You brag on them, their head seems to swell a little bit or whatever. But
they don't make catching helmets too big anymore. So,
we are, with her, we bought regular equipment and it looked like it was 5 sizes too big. So. There's a drive out here. Looks like the shortstop's going to get underneath it.
So, in those helmets, can you air up the padding like the football helmets?
No,
okay, I didn't know if they did or not.
So what we had to do is we had to go and research, and we had to order infant small for her.
Wow.
And it's still, her chest protector's still a little big on her and stuff. So she's tiny. She's definitely the smallest catcher that we've ever had. Billy French's daughter caught for us a few years back and stuff, and she was taller than Billy. She was right at 6 foot, and and in the last few years we've had 5'10" catchers and stuff, and then she comes in at a whopping 5'3", 5'4". So,
depending on what shoes she's wearing.
We have to buy in the infant thing there too. So.
We need to get it. Maybe somebody should get it at one of those Toys R Us or Shoes R Us stores here.
Yeah.
Or Oshkosh Bagosh, huh? She talks funny, too, by the way.
Bella Daniels batting here, I believe.
There you go. 2-0 with a
deep drive out here left field. Good running in catch.
You're right. That is some Cootie resemblance there. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break here. We've had to talk through a few of these, and we'll give folks a break at home from our voices and our stories. But we'll be back in just a few minutes. You're watching the 446 Sports presentation of Lady Indians softball.
At Certified Transmission, you can count on our certified mechanics with over 35 years experience to get your vehicle fixed right and get you back on the road.
Got transmission problems? Go where you know. Certified Transmission.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Welcome back out here to live action at the Ward 10 Sports Complex, home of the Lady Indians, and we're here for the Lady Indians softball tournament. the Indian boys baseball is down the way there, and I think they finished up for the afternoon, but they had a couple of games here as well. Looking over to my right on games fields 1 and 2, you see some little leaguers out there. I'm not sure exactly what they're called, but we'll call the little small ones, probably around grade school ages, it looks like. So they're out there playing. I know on the other side of the parking lot, the big parking lot, they got several fields, and I know they transitioned the tennis courts, or most of them, into pickleball, and I've seen several people out there playing pickleball. That's a slap.
Deep drive.
Not going to make it out of the park, but
foul ball. Yeah, that they transitioned that to the pickleball, and I think you've got to call in weeks ahead to get on the court right now. I mean, there's people on the court. That is the new hot thing going on right now.
Yeah, that's my daughter, my youngest daughter. Her and a couple of friends from college, we go out there from time to time. She works at the. She's still in college. She'll graduate this May, but she works out at the escape room, Keys to Escape.
Okay.
Out there, and she works there because they're open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and she'll do that. And while she's finishing up college, and she works at the print shop there on the campus of LCU also.
I take it you haven't been to the escape room yet, because I know
here.
You wouldn't have been out and she'd have kept you there.
I am here.
Yes,
I let the more intelligent folks, so she and my wife actually went through it, and we get called from time to time. Yes, we get called from time to time to come out and do. That's over her head.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a stand-up double, looks like.
A nice shot there.
Number 4.
Number 4, that is Allison Brochette. But, yeah, we get called from time to time whenever Mr. Cole, not our Mr. Cole, but Cole, I can't think of his last name, he'll he designs his own rooms, and it sets them up. And so they need, I guess, like beta testers to go through. And so we'll go out there from time to time and run through it. I'm sorry. We get called to do that. So I'll send Stacy and Amelie will go out there and take care of that. I have to take care of the pets at the house.
I got you.
I know my limits.
If I'm not mistaken, I heard Amelie singing the other night.
Yes, she did. She had her senior recital. She had to put on her own, design her own everything, and she sang for an hour. And there's a shot coming out this way.
Oh, heck of a try right there by Rowe.
Stand up or slide in there for Olivia Henry, the second. The runners couldn't get Vance home because they weren't sure if that one was going to be caught or not. But
it's a heck of an effort right there. Three players all converging on the ball at the same time, and Rowe dove in and just went out of her glove. But definitely really good hustle play.
Impressive. Must have been some communication because nobody collided there either.
That a lot of times you see players collide on that right there, but yes, I'm sure they were communicating. But as a coach, you want to see that. You want to see hustle plays and kids giving effort, and whether they make the play or not, you want the effort there.
Yeah, that's hard. That's something that there's no statistic for that, but it's recognized.
Looks like it's going to get out of play. Yeah, you can't teach hard. Hard is something that you have, and you can make skills better and stuff. But the hard part is definitely what you want to see.
That's the hard part, right?
It's
the hard part is the hard part.
It's hard.
0-1 is the count there. No outs. 2 base runners on. Fake throw back. I can tell you something that happened to me in slow pitch softball, and that you tell me if it's actually a rule here. So the guy acted like he threw it to me, and I slapped my glove, acted like I caught it and tagged the guy, and I got fussed at by the umpires. Is that a rule, or is that? I mean, they said that we couldn't do that, and the guy could get a free base off of it or whatever. I don't know, but this has been many years ago. Okay.
Yeah, that was probably just a slow pitch softball type deal or whatever.
Okay. Don't want old men to get hurt any more than we are, right?
Base hit out here in right field. Going to score 1. Put them in a 1st and 3rd situation. Still no outs for Buckeye.
Puts it up to 9-0 now.
Yeah, I mean, we fake throws and
okay. But I think it was because I slapped the glove.
Yeah.
And the guy was coming home, I guess is what it was, and they were afraid that he would have to slide and risk another injury. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
0-1 is the count. Runners on the corners. Panthers are leading this one. Lady Panthers leading this one 9-0, as you see on the Wallace Associate Scoreboard. Bottom left of the corner of the screen. And 1-1 now. Outside. Is that an off speed, or they don't really have a change up here, do they?
Yes, sir. They throw change-ups,
okay.
and but they throw curveballs, screwballs. All that's off normally slower than your fastball.
Okay.
Kind of depends on the grip, what they're trying to throw. They look like an inside fastball right underneath the. That's going to score the run, Buckeye. That gives number 10 on the board, and that puts Buckeye in a run rule situation right now.
Yeah.
If Grant can't at least put one on the board in their half of the inning and stuff, the game would end in the 6 here.
Do you are you noticing anything with the Lady Cougars out here? Does their posture, or you noticing anything demeanor-wise that might look like they're looking anywhat defeated yet? Or is there silliness and like missing some things like that with the shot?
No, they're young. They got a lot of freshmen that start, so some of this is just young mistakes that they're making and stuff. But no, their coach does a good job of keeping them up and keeping them going. There's a deep shot out here. It looks like that might get out of the ballpark. That's gone.
Just over them.
That's a 3-1 shot right there by number 1 for Buckeye.
That is Rosalie Ritchie. Catcher coming home here with the rest of her team celebrating with him. That's a 3-run shot, huh?
That was a big fly.
Wow.
Bring the score up to 13-0 now.
Yeah.
Favor the Panthers.
Some insurance runs there. Got you a good squad there, coaches. Tell you what, your Lady Indians, I enjoy talking to them, like I said, in the hallways and different things. I check on them from time to time when I see something might be bothering them. Good group of kids, very respectful. I just love being around them. I love being out here.
Well, and that's
I appreciate their tolerance for me messing up their names a lot too.
This is definitely my profession. This is what I chose to do. But Coach Gainey's a banker. He loans money out to everybody, and Coach Jay's
an advertisement.
Yeah. Coach Jay's retired. There's a deep shot out here to Goche in center field. She gets on and makes the play. You got Coach Ken is a plant manager for PQ Corporation right down the road.
I did not know that.
Yes, sir. So those guys,
I worked in the chemical plant.
As we say, those guys have real jobs, Coach Perkins, and so they don't have to do this. But I think a lot of it has to do with they enjoy it. They enjoy being around the kids, and Coach Gainey doesn't let anybody else throw our batting practice and stuff. And of course, the kids don't want anybody else to throw it but him. So,
gotcha.
But he does a really good job when he's able to be here and help us out. And
I was able to watch some batting practice the other day up there, and that was really impressive watching y'all at that. Double barrel batting practice there. That was pretty neat.
Well, we spent a lot of time on hitting, and Coach Jay came in and brought definitely some new drills in and stuff, and then our kids have kind of bought into it. And of course, we spent a lot of time on defense too, and pitching and all the other aspects of the game.
How long did it take you, Coach Rainey, to be able to pitch through that? I mean, it's a big hole compared to the size of the softball.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But
look, a lot of times
the dynamics of that, I'm sure that had a curve to it a little bit.
You kind of got to get comfortable with it, and because these girls are strong and they'll hit it back up the middle, and you stand in front of that hole, you will take one where you don't want to. So it has happened Numerous times.
Oh.
Numerous times.
Tell you a little funny story. We go to Neville, and their batting cage is not the best in the world. Coach Dozier and them are fixing to get a brand new one.
Oh, wow.
And but Coach Gainey learned last year that you better wear a helmet in there. So he has one of our kids' helmets on when he's in the cage. So we got pictures of it. We blast it all over Facebook and show it to everybody. But he is a pretty smart cookie. He went from getting hit in the head, swole up to he had a helmet on right off the bat this year. So we went up there Thursday night and played Neville in Monroe.
Sometimes you got to protect yourself. The insurance benefits of this Lady Indian softball team are kind of slim.
So making sure your insurance is paid up, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that's like this, Coach. You're talking about, this isn't our job, but it's what we love to do. That's the same way with this broadcast and stuff. Me teaching at the school with you, that's what I wanted to do from when I was in high school. I had a teacher make an impression upon me enough that I felt like that's what I wanted to do from get-go. I made other life choices and went down other paths in life before I make my way back around to do this. And I'll pick up that story after we get back from this break. How about that? You're watching a 446 Sports presentation, Lady Indian Softball, right here on 446 Sports.
Time for a red, white, and cool summer event at Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Right now, you could save on a new energy saving system. No money down, 0% interest, and no payments till June 2024. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Welcome back to live action out here. This is the 6th. Let's see if I can catch this real quick. There we go. This little antics going on out here. This is like the Looney Tunes. What was that other one? There was another one that wasn't the Looney Tunes. There was another group of cartoon characters that did silly stuff like that all the time. Anyway.
That looks like Coach Key's been out in the outfield working with them on that.
Wow.
Stuff, whatever.
So that looked planned exercise. Is that what you're telling me?
Get him and talk to him about how he trained them to do that.
Yeah, that was almost choreographed, I guess.
It's been practice, it looks like. That's what I feel like Coach Key's has been out here working with them.
Probably has been. You're going to have to remind me where I was at on the story.
Well, it's 13-0, and Grant's got to get it under 10 if they want to continue playing in the game here, or the run rule comes in effect.
Oh. So I had a teacher impression upon me in high school enough.
Base hit.
Oh, goodness. To be a teacher and, gone through all those things. But, Doug approached me one day, just saw what we were doing, made a connection between he and I. And this is just something I enjoy doing, just kind of like with the coaching for the coaches there. I love doing this. And for me, my biggest heartstring pull is
it's gonna get foul.
Yep. Is when I get to talk to people and like Max Cattermas the other day, and this is just one small example. His family are up in North Dakota and everything, and it's the only way for them to be able to watch and see Max play football is because of what we were doing. And I've talked to players that said, "Hey, we're going to see Mama and Papa this summer, and they don't know how to operate YouTube or anything, so we're going to be able to show them, and just very appreciative." And for me, that's my heartstring, because that's a lot of what we do it for, is to be able to help those families to either stay involved with one another, make connections and friends and stuff.
I know my dad's got some good friends. They're friends of ours in Alabama and stuff, and I know Miss Linda and them's watched it last year, especially in our playoff runs and stuff, and she would always send us messages and say, "Is 446 going to be there?" And we were fortunate to make the state tournament last year, and of course y'all couldn't be there for that live. and I know they were definitely looking forward to watching it. So yeah, we appreciate it. And our kids love it.
Yeah, they do.
They love being out here on it. Shortstop. Oh, bad throw right there. Going to move the runner over to third. Going to be a play. She's safe. Going to second base. So now Grant's in a little business right here, Coach Perkins.
They do, with no outs on the board as well. So they got 2 in possible scoring, 1 for sure, 2 possibly in scoring position.
Coach Gaines is kind of a reminder of what Tuesday was for us, wasn't it?
Kind of deja vu.
Yeah, kind of snowball thing, snowballed, and they went to work, you know. And as you're saying, is they give up. No, they don't give up, Coach Perkins.
They do not.
We watched them play enough this year to know these guys do a good job. A good pitch by Olivia. She got up in the zone a little bit there on her.
Yep. Do pitching coaches ever get, or batting coaches rather, ever get fooled in what they think the pitch is going to be, or is it really just up to the batter if the pitch is there to?
When you get into a game and stuff, it's kind of up to the batter and stuff.
Okay.
But, you know, scouting reports, you try to work on what you think they're going to throw you. You know, speed wise. You know, we have radar guns and things. Oh, that's a deep shot. Looks like it's going to be caught right at the fence.
Wow.
The runner's going to tag up from third. Is going to score. And make it 13-1, Buckeye. But in your scout reports, you try to see what they throw. There's pitchers going to have maybe 1 or 2 pitches that they're going to be their go-to thing. So you try to work on that. And the main thing that we want to see is kind of what speed, what you see. You'll see anything from 50 miles an hour to when we seen Calvary Baptist last weekend and stuff. She was throwing 67.
Oh, look, my camera. It was just deep enough to get me there, so no more dish cam. We're looking up the window. Oh, look, somebody fixed it for me, or close enough.
Yep.
Awesome, thank you. Good enough.
That was Jody Goche, looked like fixed that for you.
Appreciate that, Mr. Goche.
So there's all kinds of strategies you try to use to try to anything you can to help your kids stuff, But 67 miles an hour, that's probably close to a 98 to 100 mile an hour fastball in baseball reaction time. So they got to react pretty quick.
Yeah. Now I didn't get to watch the game, but I can tell you just by looking at the score, 0-1, that must have been a heck of a game.
It was. Christina Lambert threw the ball for us. She gave up only 3 hits. Calvary Baptist is ranked number 5th in the nation.
I was fixing to say that, and it seemed like them, goodness.
Their coach Coach Tiffany does a great job with them. Be the second out right there, ground ball to first baseman. And she threw a pitch on the inside of part of the plate, and the girl hit out the ballpark to give them the 1. We had runners at third base 3 times during the ball game, and just couldn't get a timely hit stuff. But I mean, that's a SEC caliber pitcher that we face. She's going to name wherever she wants to go. She's just a sophomore. So, I mean, our kids competed extremely well. So, Grant's down to their last out here. Foul ball out of play.
Base runner over there on third. Not going to help them there to get that one in. Well, get someone closer. But they definitely need 2 or 3 actually at this point to keep playing.
They need 3 to move into the 7th. Hard shot to the second baseman. Well, she's going to make the play, and
that's going to retire the side and end the game here. Final thoughts, gentlemen, before we wrap this one up. I get to pack up and go home and find some dinner. My bride's probably cooked for me.
Absolutely. Good game. I enjoyed it. Thank you for inviting Coach Gainey and I out here. And
always welcome.
Maybe we'll get to do it again at some point. There's 2 really good ball clubs right there. Like I said, we play Grant, and we get a chance to play Buckeye in a week or so, and both well coached. Both are going to be a playoff contender team, and going to move on down the line there. But yeah, it's been a great day for softball all around.
Now I see the girls, like for ours, just about every team they've ever come across, they join in the circle here. Looks like they have a word of prayer, I'm assuming.
Yes, sir. That's a prayer.
Is that something that you see a lot, or do you say pretty well every team does this?
It's pretty much everywhere we've been. Every team that we've played, they're going to meet in the middle and they're going to do that stuff or whatever. And it's a prayer. Like I said, I think it's awesome. I think the way our world's going today, that this is definitely a positive and stuff or whatever. But heat of the battle, you battle on each other and stuff, and at the end of the day, I mean, you see them shaking hands, and there's players hugging right now, and both teams and stuff like that. So, somebody wins and somebody loses, but when you see that, that makes it all worth it, because at the end of the day, this is just a game.
Yeah.
And people need to make sure they understand that. This is just a game, and you want the kids to have fun. You want to win, you want to be successful, but you want to have fun also.
Yeah, it reminds me of the whole Ralph the Dog and Wile E. Coyote cartoon where they would just go at each other's throats and trying to whatever, and then it's like posting time, like, okay, see you tomorrow. So that's beautiful to see that, togetherness, if you will, like you said, in this world that we're in. So it's great to see that.
Sportsmanship's great. I mean, it's like I said, I mean, this is an awesome game, and we love to coach it, and we love to see our kids get better and perform. We like to win. We don't like to lose, and but at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world, and and the main thing I want to see is these kids perform. I want to see, did our kids get better throughout the process and stuff, and and I've seen both of these teams play now several times, and they're both getting better. So that's awesome.
Well, Coach Gainey, what is one of your favorite sayings before we get out of here? What is like your like my dad used to tell me, think son, think. So what's a favorite saying of yours that you like and use on these kids from time to time?
I'm not really the saying guy. Coach Jay, he's got a saying for everything.
I've heard a few of them down there at the hospitality.
I just kind of look and laugh at him when he comes up with one. He's pretty good at the one-liners. So I really don't have one.
You don't? You got one, Coach Woodard?
One of my favorites, Coach Jay says, is you can't hit water if you fell out of a boat. And probably the best one is you can't play dead in a Western. So that's two of my favorites that he says, stuff, whatever. But
it's time to go to the house if you can't play dead in a Western.
So we let Coach and Coach Ken. Coach Ken's pretty good at one-liners too, whatever.
Okay.
But we
get them on the mic one night.
Yeah. You would have a show with those two guys on the mic and stuff, whatever.
Well, speaking of shows, we have a show on Sunday night with Grace Christian Warriors. They have to call the Warrior Roundup, and then Around the Diamond with Scully and Marks, and that's out at B-Dubs. So that's on Sunday afternoons. The Warriors one is from 5 to 6, and then we take an hour break. And then the other one is from 7 to 8. And so, I'd love to get us a show somewhere.
Well, heck yeah.
We've always said if we can get one more eating place, we're covered for the week.
Yeah, I mean, we got eating places right here close to us and stuff. We can find a place to sit down and stuff. Coach Gainey likes to eat, so you might get a lot out of him if you let him eat.
That's right.
That's right. Another little funny story. West Ouachita has a big coach over there too. He's about 6'4", and he likes to eat. And so we had a challenge. We didn't do it, but we had a challenge between him and Coach Gainey, because Coach Gainey can hold his own.
Okay.
He's definitely pretty good. But yeah, we'd love to have something like that and stuff where we could, bring the coaches in and bring our kids in and stuff like that and stuff, and we love old Coach Scully over at Menard and stuff, but we'll invite him. He can just come to ours.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, we'll do a joint thing, Menard and Tioga joint thing in there and have fun with it.
Gems and Jewels or something like that. Who knows?
We can call it something.
Yeah. And it's good to have, like you said, that sportsmanship and that camaraderie between one another.
And that's what makes it fun. I mean, a lot of these coaches around here, we're all really close friends and good friends, and we try to help each other out. Definitely throughout the year, and and scouting reports, and they know people, we know people, and Coach Keys and I are on the executive board for State of Louisiana softball.
Oh wow! Okay.
So we just had the All-Star selection, and that should be coming out. Within the next week or so, whatever, and so we're a lot of people. Coach Scully's on the, he's with us and stuff and does a lot of things. We have the All-Star game here in May. We've had that the last three years. I think this will be the fourth year we've had it. The All-Star game got moved here from Louisiana College, and so we love it. We love it that it's here, because our place gets recognized and stuff, and our kids get an opportunity to, if they get to play in it, they get to play at home, and but you're getting 18 of the best on the east and the west side that comes in here. And you have alternates that get to play too because of graduation. Some kids can't make it certain days or whatever and stuff. So, so it's a great time, and like I said, I mean, Coach Keys and we're on that board. Matter of fact, I've got to coach the All-Star game twice. 2 years ago, I was the head coach, and Coach Keys was my assistant. He's the head coach this year. And, of course, he's asked me to be his assistant. So him and I get to coach the All-Star game and stuff. And we like to bring Coach Gainey and Coach Ken and them in and stuff too, or whatever stuff. And Coach Barber and Coach Aaron and stuff, and help out with practice. We get to do that stuff, and if we can get them off work and all that stuff. And
I don't know that I've ever seen it live streamed, though.
It hadn't been, and we talked about it last year. We talked about maybe live streaming stuff, but that'd be an awesome thing because like I said, you got kids that are signing. Our shortstop and has signed with Southern Miss, Joey Soda with Grambling State, but you'll have LSU players in here. You'll have Alabama players in here. You'll have some of the best, and there's a lot of softball players in the state of Louisiana, and you only get to pick 18. So that's hard. It's hard to do that. So you have 18 on each side, plus they always pick about 4 or 5 alternates, just in case some of those kids can't make it and stuff. But, you're going to see the best of the best, and I tell you, the 2 years I've got to coach it has been awesome because I just clap my hands and just say, whoa, I'd love to have that, on one team and stuff, and I'm excited about the team that we have here at Tioga and stuff, And but like I said, these guys are really good, and like I said, it's great. It's great what War 10 is hosting here. Everything that we've got going on here with our tournaments. Buckeye has their tournament here. Grant's had their tournament here. So we've been here 4 weekends in a row. We haven't had to go anywhere. We play right here. And so we're excited about that. Excited about what's going on. And, like I said, we partner with these guys. They we do everything we can to help them. Our old saying is when we play each other, we don't like each other. Yeah. But after that, we try to help each other out any way we can and stuff. And it's just great programs, great people running great programs, and and that's the main thing. Yeah.
Well, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that's what's fun to me. It's fun to me that you can have relationships with other teams and other schools. And our deal as our coaching staff is we want to be better than what we started. And if we can come out and we can put a product on the field and it gets better as the year goes on. That's what we want and stuff like that, and I think we have. I'm kind of partial. We have probably the best coaching staff in the state, and I know some people don't agree with that, but we have the best coaching staff in the state. We have college coaches that's coached in college and stuff or whatever. So I feel like our kids are getting what they need and stuff like that. Now, can we learn and get better? Absolutely, and we do that. We always trying to get better and try to do that stuff, whatever. But I know Coach Keys and them feel the same way about their program. Right. They have great coaches. They have the best coaches in the state, and I know Coach Cooper over here at Grant feels the same way there. So it's definitely fun, but I can call those two coaches and stuff and pick their brain too and figure out, hey, what would y'all do in this situation, or what, they'll do the same thing. What rule? This is a rule. This is what happened in our game. How's the rule go? What do we need to do? So that makes it fun when you can pick the phone up. And me being on the executive committee, I from all the way down below New Orleans all the way up to Shreveport, Monroe area and stuff like that. I can pick the phone up and and talk to several coaches throughout the state and stuff. So and it helps our kids. It helps our kids to be recognized, and that's the main thing. Is those guys down there south, they don't see us. They don't know who we are. So when we get ready to do all-star stuff and all-state stuff, because the coaches vote on all that and stuff. So being on that board and doing that type of stuff with Coach Keys and some of these other coaches stuff, it helps us get our kids recognized. And of course, we want to know about those kids down south too. Because we don't get to see them a whole lot. And so it definitely works out, and we love what we do, and we love being able to work with these guys and stuff, and it helps our program and their program as well.
Absolutely. And like what you just said too, with you always want to strive to get better, and we can't make things better, and whatever we can do, how can I improve? In a successful program, to me, if it's not defined by that in their writing somewhere, it's not a successful program. Right. Or if a program does not have that definition, it's not going to be a successful program. Right. And even with what we do, that's one of the things that is, in my position as executive producer, I'm always looking at somebody else's productions. I call those guys and I talk to them, like the one in Neville and Walker and the different ones, West Monroe. I call these folks and say, what are you doing? How are you doing this? And so my thought is for that side of it is, do I have the resources to make it happen? Right. If I can, great. Is it affordable for me to do that? Great. If I can't, okay, I'm gonna make do with what I got. Right. And, I
remember when I got into this, my Uncle Gerald Woodard, he was superintendent, but he coached at Buckeye in different places, won a state championship in baseball. He was Mr. Louisiana in basketball when he played. Wow. He played at Kilgore Junior College and he played at Texas A&M. But when I told him I was getting into this, the first thing he said is, you got to remember you have what a 14-year-old to an 18-year-old kid's going to do. that's what you got to think about, you know, and they're having a bad day in school or what it might be and stuff, you know, and he just said there's a process that you have to go through, and if you can get the kids to believe in the process and go through that, whether they're having a bad day or not having a bad day. They're not, I mean, you might call a pitch on the outside part of the plate, it might go inside, and, you know, and they hit out the ballpark, you know, but it's how can you get that kid to get that ball where it needs to be the next pitch.
Gotcha.
You know, and so there's the process that those kids go through, and, you know, if you can get them to go through the process and believe in the program and they succeed, because you want every kid to succeed. This game is such a game of failure. You're going to fail a lot during this your playing time or whatever, but, you know, can you get those kids to overcome that and step up to the next deal, the process and stuff, you know. So, you know, that's our deal. You know, at the end of the year, where are we at in the process? How much do we improve? And, you know, and I think our program has been on the map for several years now. You know, we know we're out there and people are looking for us, you know, and the Buckeyes, you know, 2-time defending state championship. Their process. They have a process, and those guys have went through the process, and that's why they're successful.
Right.
And you know, we were at Grant, and then Coach Cooper's doing a great job at Grant. It's the process. They're you know, been a staple down in Sulphur, you know. And like I said, our next goal is you know, we got to the state championship game. We want to win it, you know, and we want to what can we do? What can the process can we do to go have a chance to be like the Buckeyes, you know, of the world? And you know, and that's where we're trying to work towards and trying to get to that goal and stuff, whatever. But like I said, at the end of the day, the kids have to buy in, you know, and you know, and our kids have bought in, and I think people that come watch us, that truly watch us and truly look kind of what's going on and stuff, they see the kids performing at a high level. And, you know, that's what we want as coaches, Coach Gainey and, like I said, Coach Aaron and Coach Barber and Coach Ken and stuff. You know, those guys do a fantastic job and, you know, of getting these kids ready and stuff, you know, and we have a fun coaching staff. We laugh and joke. And it's hard to be on our coach staff because you're going to get ragged.
Yeah.
You're going to get picked at and going to get made fun of and all that stuff. And that's what makes it fun. Nobody gets mad at each other. And, you know, even during the ball game, I mean, you'll see Coach Gainey, and it's a lot Coach Gainey. Do we need to pinch here? We need to do this. We need to do that and stuff. And I love that.
Analytical
I love that, yeah, because it's you know, I might not be thinking about that at that particular point in time and stuff. And, of course, Coach Barber, you know, he's hollering something, Coach Ken, that we got to do this, change this pitcher or do this. And then, of course, Coach Aaron does her stuff, whatever. And, you know, so it's great. It's great that we're able to do that and stuff, whatever. And that's the boss lady walking up right there. Yeah, can't talk about her now. So she just walked.
I think the look on her face is like she's ready to go home.
Probably so. Probably so. She's been out. I've had her out here a little while.
Yeah,
She's probably ready to go. But,
well, I'm surprised my phone hadn't rang yet from my bride to tell me y'all need to come on. Wrap this up, son. Come on.
Get it off phone.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know, before we leave, thank you for letting Coach Gain and I, and you know, hopefully we'll get to do it again. You know, maybe Mr. Doug will hire us back or something.
If
I'm waiting on that phone call. You know, cause
if I'm not calling Tioga Lady Indians, then you're always welcome up here. So it's just difficult for you to be up here if I'm calling Tioga Lady Indians.
Yeah. My principal, Coach Mr. Arrington, and then athletic director, Mr. Dr. Dan Crispin and stuff, might frown on that if I left today to go put short sleeve shirt on and put some shorts on because it was a little warm and stuff, and I think we were up 6-0, and we come back, it was 6-5. So I don't know what they were doing, but I had to.
Well, we'll definitely look forward to the next tournament for sure, because we'll get you back out of here for sure.
Yes, sir.
Well, we've enjoyed having you out here, and again, anytime we know make some plans for maybe a coaching show and try to get some of that going and put into works. The tournament, you know, if you need to get in touch with the CEO, I happen to know the guy for 446 Sports. If you're looking for a streaming service for that, we did do the baseball one a few years back over there at LCU, or was LC then. But just love to promote these Central Louisiana athletes and just high school athletes. I mean, most of them don't get promotions.
Right. Like I said, that, you know, and we appreciate all that, everything y'all doing or whatever stuff. But I think it's the 10th and 11th will be the
of April or May.
May.
Okay.
Will be the All-Star game. I think that's what it is.
It's got to be close to graduation, isn't it?
Graduation is the next weekend for us.
Okay.
You know, so
because we'll be actually broadcasting our graduations this year too.
And I think it's the Friday night it'll be 6 o'clock, and then Saturday 12 o'clock.
All right.
But like I said, you'll see some of the finest talent in the state right here on this field. You know, and like I said, we're seeing it now. We're getting to see talented teams right now, but I mean, you're going to see, like I said, those guys have signed with big schools, and pretty much everybody you're going to see is probably signed with somebody going to go further their career playing wherever they play.
Okay.
And stuff. So it's definitely fun.
In the past, hasn't it been on like graduation weekend?
It has.
That's why I haven't been involved in it.
Yeah, I've missed graduation here last 3 or 4 years for sure. Every year, since it's been here, because I'm involved in that. I mean, I have a role in that that deal right there, whatever stuff. Like I said, this year I get to be the assistant coach. So I mean, it's
that's awesome.
This will be the 3rd time that I've got to coach in this game, and so it's definitely fun.
Well, good. Well, guys, we appreciate it. Coach Gainey, any last words for you?
That's it. I appreciate you letting us sit out here.
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to Mr. Gain's text message to see how bad I did today.
Mr. Gann, I'll call him and say, hey, because right now he's doing Warrior baseball. They have a game at 4 o'clock. So he'll go back, and we always go back and watch our shows and kind of grade ourselves over it. So, but guys, again, appreciate y'all being out here, coming out and joining and helping me call this game.
Yes, sir.
I don't know that between the 3 of us as we did any better on names, but I know it was much better than me being by myself. Let's put it that way.
Absolutely. Like I said, I know I got some names wrong. I mean, one name wrong. I was trying to give credit.
Me feel good. I know.
Yeah, trying to give some credit and stuff, whatever stuff. But I mean, I was close. I mean, I was only 2 batters off. So,
you were much better than I was. I promise you. Well, y'all have a good evening, and everybody that's been watching, appreciate you watching and listening to us. And just remember, 446 Sports, we try to be the leader that we can in Central Louisiana high school athletics. Have a good afternoon, and God bless.